You know what? I'm not trying to be funny. You don't do. You really don't. It is hard being your friend. Yes.
I was gonna tell you don't do that damn Yaya stuff because she been going from live to live. They wanted me to do it too. It was a whole bunch of stuff. I did talk with Blanco separately, but the Yaya girl got interviewed by this person, that person, Empress, La Crackhead, this person, and also it pertains to like it's just too much storylines and back and forth and shit that you wouldn't be interested in, Tammy.
I'm really not. I like Blanco. Blanco's like, she's one of the girls that I do like. I don't like a lot of these bitches, but I do happen to like Blanco. So if Blanco wanted to come tell me something, she would be like, Miss Tammy, let me tell you what I did. Other than that,
Okay.
I'm not trying to be in her business.
I'm Blanco real life. She'll beat everybody up.
Will she?
That's a big girl.
How tall is she?
Miss Mama's is like 6'1" with a little hill. She's thorough. She's thick.
Lilem Leler. You may want to shut the fuck up, or you get dragged and drowned your motherfucking self. I would leave Blanco alone if I was you.
Wait,
I
what were you
feel.
saying? What were you saying you were struggling with? What are you talking about?
I feel. Hold on. Mm. I said IJ Best. That's one of the Nigerian girls over there. She's a student that I usually come over and gift her and help her with her quota. But I hadn't
Hmm.
been able to because I had to invest in agency stuff and, knew this and knew that and just like a bunch of things. So I hadn't been able to go back. So I was just saying if people could follow her, and it's like I'm asking you to drop dragons, but if you got a couple of maces or whatever, you want to go and help her. She's somebody who's like, who's cool with me. That's my buddy. So that's why I was just saying, God Zeus, like, if a rich white woman like yourself would go follow her, period, Zeus.
I'm not gonna go. Well, good luck to her. I don't really go do that, but I wish her well.
No, thank you. But that helps me to help other people too, because over there, I'm not like God Zeus, but I'm like, I'm like kind of a big deal. But
Well,
I help
girl, over
her.
there,
I don't help a
if
lot
you
of
go,
people, but I do help her because she's in school.
you go send them a damn shield over there, and that helps them feed the village. So whatever floats the boat, girl. Hmm.
So this Discord, can I ask you a question? Are you offering people counseling after visiting?
No.
You need to. It's fucking disgusting in there.
Yeah, it's not. Sadly, it's not that. I mean, well, it's bad, but it could be worse.
How
Because
could it be any worse? I want to know what the fuck could you do to make that place any worse?
there's a lot of people who are like you who just are like watching and seeing and gagging and peeking in and peeking out.
I
Imagine
have
that.
to leave. Once I stay for a little while, I start to feel like I need a shower. Then I
Uh,
leave and I come back and it gets even worse. I told
yeah,
Sabrina, I said, Sabrina, I think I'm addicted to looking at the trash.
the
Lena
street
Bean,
came.
everybody dick up in there. Is that really Del Osama?
Probably. Hmm.
Del Osama is really.
He's my host too.
Is he?
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
I
God, I have so
didn't
many
know.
hosts. I have so many hosts. I don't be keeping track of them. God, I had over 250 hosts at once.
I can't wait to that time. They
It'll
said
happen.
Del can't stay hard. He got ED. Lilim
Oh,
Liller, how do you know that? You know about Blanco's case. You know about Del Osama's erectile dysfunction. How do you know all of this?
not the orange pound dysfunction, child. That is too much. That was a handsome man too.
Del is fine. He's a good looking guy. In New Orleans, I really saw him cleaned up, shaved up, looking good. I was like, all right, Del.
Oh, you saw him before in person?
No, I watched him on the float with the kids when they went to New Orleans. He was
Oh,
dressed,
that's
he
bad.
was cleaned up, he was showered, like, shaved up, looking good, looking like money.
Hmm. Tammy,
What
your
you
wig is flying
eating,
back.
bitch? Lemon heads? What the fuck are you eating?
Tammy, why your wig so high up on your forehead like that?
My wig is not high up on my forehead. My wig is sitting perfect.
Tammy,
Well,
it's
honestly,
high. It's
no, listen, you
you got to
see
pull it
this?
down a little bit in the front, Tammy.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
My
there you
forehead
go.
is big. No, but listen, no, my hair is in here under two big braids because I wash my
hmm
hair and my braid down is not braided down. My braid down is not braiding. So I got to go get
Not
it
the braid
braided
out.
down.
I'm gonna go
Fine,
get my hair
but Yit
straightened
can't
tomorrow.
stay hard. How do you know his Yit can't stay hard? How do you know all these people business?
I hate the girls who get baby hair and their baby hair be like 2 inches away from their eyebrows. I'm like, can y'all please stop? Like they be gluing that hair down and the hair be 2 inches from their eyebrows. I'm like, y'all have to stop.
But it really looks like a comb. Like they be having
It
like
looks so bad all the time.
I don't know. Thank you. I'm
Mm-mm.
just too old for. I had to tell one of my friends. I said it's different to have a little bit on the side, but she had all this shit around her head. I said you are too old for all that baby hair. You look ridiculous.
And they be thinking they eating it.
No, it's
Like,
not
oh, come
eating on
on.
an older woman. Thank you. How do you always fucking win? No. So listen, wait a minute. Did Stone have sex with the guy from Texas?
He said he put it in a little bit though. Tip him. No.
So but
You know,
wait.
Sean be giving, oh, I'm in love. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Yeah.
So wait a minute. Are you gonna who are you interviewing? When you talk to Blanco, what did she say? Was that the light skinned girl with the long hair?
What light skin girl with the long hair? No, that one was, her name is gorgeous. She's gorgeous. That's Ecstasy. She used to be on here, but she stopped hosting too because she has a real job and stuff, but she's gorgeous. No, Yaya is some lady. I don't know who she is personally, but I know some stuff happened where Blanco had some receipts and she even sent it. But once I saw Yaya going from Empress to the crackhead to this, I saw, honey, this is part of the storyline circuit. I'm good. I'm a valuable customer, and I don't do leftovers, nor do I do people who go around the circuit. Because I'm not the circuit, honey. I'm the beginning and the end of the racetrack.
Period, ho. So wait a minute. So she was trying to shade Blanco?
Her and Blanco had issues. I guess they were cool with each other, but something happened with the argument. Blanco had some receipts of her being pregnant, and then the girl was going back and deleting some messages or something. Blanco said, all this stuff, child. But I just left it alone.
Certain things are just below your pay grade.
A lot of things are below my pay grade, if you want me to be honest with you. I have a lot of things fly across my desk that I'm like, no,
No,
thank you.
honestly, I wouldn't believe it because I like Blanco as a woman. I think she's a go getter, and I think she's just doing her thing. Whatever her thing is, she's doing it. Thank you, and I respect Blanco. But I didn't understand what you was talking about. Somebody killed a child. I'm like, where are you getting this from?
Yeah.
They
I
said
don't
she
need
had a
that.
homemade abortion. Women do that all the time. They drink bitters. They do a lot of things to have abortions. Everybody that's trying to have all you bad motherfucking kids. You got a lot of people who have homemade abortions. You got people who do hangers and all of that stuff. That was cute. Why did it make your eyes look like this, God Zeus?
Oh.
I look really cute. Look at me. I look innocent.
Yeah, you are. I mean, you have a younger face for an older lady.
What the fuck is
There's a
that
lot of people.
supposed to mean, you motherfucking bottom? Stone says you're a bottom. Are you really a bottom? A gravy filled bottom?
No, I mean, I do have a big ass and I want to get fucked. I want to be disrespected one day. I do. You know, I actually get turned on by thinking of what someone could do to me, how I do to them. Just blatant disrespect.
So you say disrespect,
hmm
you want them like to spit in the back of your head and punch you in the back of the head?
No, you don't have to punch me, but you know that'd be hot. You know, I think it's hot to lose control.
Yeah, that could be cool to just submit and just let it happen.
No, I wouldn't be submitting, girl. That's necrophiliac. That's like fucking a dead corpse. I mean, girl,
No,
you know,
submit, not saying submit in a way like you just play dead, but submit where you just, let the Lord have his
yeah,
way.
exactly. You let Jesus enter the castle in Nazareth of LaGuardia and do all of those things. Exactly.
So are you going to the jail to interview Nature Boy? Because that's what people said.
Who's saying that?
Some people on the panel, they were saying that they thought you were going to go to the jail to interview him.
Excuse me?
Mm-hmm.
Girl, they better leave that for them other thirsty ass clout chasers who be fucking looking at Zoom courts and meetings and fucking peeking through the bushes to see somebody walking out the goddamn store. I am never that pressed. A bad bitch sits comfortably in their house and lets the shit come to their surface, bitch. Wendy Williams never left her house. She came to work and they fed her the tea, okay?
Listen, I was
The
saying
fuck?
when they tell him they gonna search him, he's gonna be like, "Oh no, I've had enough." I said, "I don't see you
Girl,
going to a prison."
no. Girl, I be in there flirting with the goddamn warden like, shit, I ain't even mother... Zeus ain't Teresa.
Well, they said
Mother...
Nature Boy's a Muslim now.
Girl. In other news, Milan Christopher will be helping me to co-host my award show this month. This year.
Period. I think he'll be a
Don't
great.
tell. Yeah, don't tell anybody. I obviously have a backup just in case, but you know.
Y'all gonna be up there fighting.
No, I. You know how you've worked with me before. I'm very structured.
You think you're structured?
If it comes to like a program, yeah.
I think you kind of go with the wind a little bit, and it's fun.
Well, I go with the wind, but I have a layout. I have a format.
Yeah, you know which direction you're gonna go, but you do a
Yeah.
lot of improv. You do a lot of improv, and I think that's
Yeah.
dope. Because sometimes when things are too structured, they tend to get stale.
Well, I don't. I have a structure in the sense of I lay out a format and then I have organized chaos, which I love, which is improv, like you said, which is why I had you before because we worked well. Like even when shit went, if something happened or something was prolonged, I'd be like Tammy, and you were just able to fucking, which is a talent a lot of people can't do. A lot of people would sit there and freeze up, like, huh, what? You were like, well, and then you just leaned in and started talking. I was like, perfect. While I was either setting up or douching or whatever had, whatever was
What
going
do
on
you
in the
mean
bathroom.
eerie? What does that mean? Milan is ew. He's so eerie. What does that mean?
There's people who like him and don't like him, so they're just saying he's weird. But I like Milan. Milan is really a sweetheart off the app. It's just online. I was just texting. He's really, you know,
You
he's
and
really nice.
Milan have a love-hate relationship. One week you're cool, the next week y'all cursing each other out. I think both you bitches have your period. Y'all don't know which way y'all going with this
Well,
relationship.
because Milan, if you met him, that's why Shawnee was the way she was. Shawnee was given like 80, she was like 90-10 because she was like, Milan is a whole different person. And online, it'd be like, why? Why would you have to publicly shame me? And why would you, you know? And if we're friends, I just wouldn't take that route, ever.
Well, Shawnee was doing a lot for friendship.
She sure was. She was accepting a lot of bullshit for friendship.
Yeah, and when you start a friendship out, thank you. How you started is how it's gonna be. So if somebody's used to you always catering to them, when you expect them to reciprocate, it becomes problematic because they're used to you going all the way, and them not having to put in as much effort. So how you start friendships are how are they going to be. If every time we go out, I pay for it, I pay for it, I pay for it, sooner or later the person has this expectation, even though it's not written, that you're just going to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and Shawnee's such a dope ass vibe and a dope girl. I don't know, I don't know. Is she happy with her new family?
Of course, they had her in the chats and everything. Miss Mamas, I taught her well, so she's about her business. She was being held back a long time, but you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink, and you can't keep beating a dead horse. So, she has so many things going on above and beyond this app for her, and I love to see people win, especially other people of color and women and just people who are under. And she's LGBTQ and military. She has so many things going against her, but it makes me so happy to see somebody else be successful. And I'm glad she's finally fucking realizing that she doesn't need to sit next to anybody else to fulfill her dream and destiny and be. And she's fucking cashing got her money and everything. Like, I was just like, oh, there's got to be something in the water to make you sit here with these people, you know?
So wait a minute. So you told her you helped her to escape them, and then you're going to work with him? God, Zeus, you're fucking awful. You're a typical white woman, I swear to God.
Okay. So you go to where the coin is. That's it.
Okay, will you rescue Bella and Jade? Who is Bella and Jade?
Child, this is why I be kicking people in my room. What the fuck do y'all be talking about, girl? You and why do they have a picture of you next to a damn dog? You don't even look like that, girl. That's not even a good troll picture, girl. You gotta like the Liz one is good. The Liz ones are good, but if you're gonna do Tammy, you gotta do one where she like crinkles up her face or something like that. Like somebody fucking like eating a lemon or something like that, girl. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Did you throw your child in the basement or the cellar, whatever that Trina said?
Lalem, did you really have me sitting there with a damn dog? Get your ass out my room, you pussy asshole. Get your ass out of here.
um, did girl Trina's down bad, girl. He be sitting there every day with them black eyes rocking back and forth. I said, damn, ain't nobody talking about Trina at all.
Who is
Damn.
beating on him?
Hmm.
Well, it just took the universe because people were going to placate the weird behavior and all of the things that they were seeing and pretend they don't exist. So,
Hmm.
and every time something happened, he never fails to bring me up like it's my fault. I ain't got to be nowhere around some shit. They'd be like, well, Tammy, Tammy and those people. I'm like, what the fuck y'all keep talking about me for?
Girl, that's how I be. I be like, they be like, well, God, Zeus said. I be like, bitch, I'm not even here, bitch. What the fuck is going on?
They just be making up shit. And then people in the comments be like, I watched somebody in the live tell somebody I was talking about them, and they went to look. They was like, she's not even on live. I was like, thank God they went to look and didn't say, fuck that bitch. Da 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 da.
Girl, this
So
is the
are there
only app that.
any, wait a minute, are there any um what other new rules do they have besides the thing that you want to discuss?
Girl, I didn't. It be, you know what's so funny to me, Tammy? How so many people don't like me, tell me I'm colorist, racist, this, that. But as soon as I break the new rules, bitches be motherfucking flying in or through the window or changing up their actions. I never knew bitches to not like somebody and not pay no attention to anyone, but be changing up everything they do once a bitch they don't like and hate and say is jealous of them, motherfucking breaks the new rules. It's like that bitch Jessica from across the workspace. You saying you never watch her, you don't want anything to do with her, you stay away from her because she jealous of you. But as soon as Jessica tells everybody what the fuck is going on, somehow the bitch you don't like or claim to stay away from, bitch, you know everything she said. Because all these motherfuckers who be talking the most shit about me is like, you know the new rules, you know the new rules. I'm like, bitch, I thought you don't like me. How'd you learn about the new rules, honey?
I know because I lost a host that was just she was playing gospel music and singing in her mic and she was making a decent little quota and she's just a pleasant overall
Was she talking
experience
to the
to feel.
folks?
She would be singing and talking and doing her own thing, but they said that she was leaving the camera for a considerable amount of time. I didn't see
Yep.
that because I go to her page back and forth, but I
It's
had
called
to
white.
release
It's
her.
called. It's
Yeah,
5 minutes.
they want to if they dismiss the person, they can't come back.
Yeah, it's between 5 and 10 minutes now, girl. It's
Yeah,
called white noise.
if
I
they
had somebody like that too.
if they but if you release the person, they can re-audition.
Yeah, no, they're canceling them to the point where they can't come back to the app.
If they have to release them, that's what
Yeah.
I was told.
Yep. If they release them, they cannot come back on the platform.
Yeah, well, that's why I released her myself because I want her to come back because we need positive people on here who do something decent because everybody want to be messy and some of these people don't know how to be messy. You can't even read motherfucking a comic in a fucking bubblegum pack and your ass want to be deciphering and decoding text messages and receipts and getting a whole bunch of shit wrong and all kind of bullshit. Everybody, hey lady, everybody ain't cut out for this messy shit.
Hmm.
Yeah, Rizzo, they could make a new page, but sometimes the ID and the names and they have a different little tracking, I believe now. But if your agent lets you go without prejudice or saying thank you or saying nothing bad about you, I just put other. I didn't put no other shit down like we couldn't get along and we was having problems and I didn't do all of that. I didn't do all of that.
I think I'll get to 130 million if I get 4 million. I'm at 1,200,000. I'm gonna do 80 something boxes, and then if I
How much you
get
got?
I have 55 boxes, but I'm saying 80. I always go above.
I want to ask you a question.
Mhm.
Do you consider running an agency a lot of work?
Not for me, because I just have gears in place to do it. So, only time I see my host is when I have a meeting and I'm on the back end with my assistant, and then I chime in. But otherwise, I don't ever see my host, and I'm making a consistent amount of money. So, other people run it other ways and are more inclusive. Me, no, it's not a lot of work at all. But I pay people to help and teach them. I believe longevity in teaching is the best way instead of just paying people. Like, know the service and know whatever it is you need. Pay them for it, and if they're good at it, then you'll be fine. It's less work on you. Only time I step in is when I need to. Like, if I have to go above. Otherwise, nope. Why is it hard for you?
Not anymore. Almost completely automated now. But
That's good.
before, it was a lot of fucking work and calls and talking to these motherfuckers who want to have long conversations, and
Hmm.
you'd be like, I got shit to do, girl. But it's like,
I just had somebody right now who kept trying to talk to me. And the thing about it is, once you go through my first assistant, my second assistant then transfers you into everything, and you don't see me or hear from me. And this person kept writing me because I wanted to join the family. So they're in my agency right now. So I had my assistant drop them, and I said, I just want you to contact or work with them personally and take them out the chat because I wasn't listening. And they kept writing me, so I muted them. But my assistant also tells my host, God Zeus will ignore you. Your messages will go to the garbage. He's not going to talk to you unless I escalate something towards him. So I never talk to my host unless my assistant has me speak with them one on one. Otherwise, absolutely not. So it's fine. My life is normal. Everything is fine.
hey CB, hey Quet, thank you CB.
I have no problem with my host.
See, I don't have a problem, but sometimes, like, it's women stuff. Like, we'll talk about something that they need to talk to me. I'm
Hey,
available to talk,
Jasmine.
but not like all the time. Like, we're gonna be buddies or nothing. But I like the host that I have now.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
know,
good.
yeah, it felt good to have a decent bunch that I don't have to babysit. That hi
Hey,
baby,
CB. Tammy, do you know Jasmine?
yeah,
She is like, I remember when she first, hey, baby. I remember when she first came over to me. She came from a little bit more of a rocky, whoever this nut in me is, you can shut the fuck up, you stupid bitch. Um, anyways, she came over from more of a rocky, whatever family, whatever people. She came and she's such a sweet, like she's one of the sweetest, humblest. That's why I like my people. She is such a sweetheart. I love my people. They're just such
yeah. I know
sweethearts.
Jasmine.
And
She's a sweetheart. I never see her live though, but
no, she's not. She's a gifter.
okay. But I've never seen her live. I always see her in the rooms.
Oh, she's come up to my box plenty of times with some of like the hot topics or some of like the really sensitive things, like talking about motherhood or talking about,
Cool.
children, things like that. Oh, she's great for that type of stuff, and she gets in there. That's why I like my people because she's a perfect example of someone who's seen all the mess, came from the mess, and was able to say, "I'm just going to go to lives that benefit me and that I like and stay and avoid all of that." You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah,
lot of people just leave the app completely because they just are so disgusted by what other people do. And it's sad because I have a lot of people who are like gifters or supporters of mine or just other broadcasters who left because of how crazy everybody else was. I'm like, child,
I have a
most
lot of
people do.
people. A lot of my people chose to like call me on a different level because they just don't like the mess. They don't like the doxing. They don't like the
Mhm.
pop calling. They just all of this stuff. They find it to be crazy, and it's just like when the celebrities were here. Um, I just think as a company, when I've worked with celebrities for years, and you got to take care of them. You
Mhm.
got to take care of them. If you don't take care of them and give them certain preferential treatments, you're going to end up losing that connection or that clientele of people because they know how they're supposed to be treated. You know?
Well, it's funny though because people on this app think that I'm gonna be acting. It's funny because I'm not. I don't consider myself a celebrity, and people do. But then people who aren't celebrities and ain't shit in real life think that they are celebrities because of who they are on this app, and then
No,
they think they're supposed to be treated a certain way
this is not the real world.
at all.
This doesn't make you a celebrity, a bigo-celebrity, if anything. But um, I just think that like when the celebrities, like to me, people were scared the celebrities were going to take all the money. And I said, no,
Hmm.
people will get tired of gifting them. I said, people are going to run over there for now. But if you keep on seeing the same motherfucker sooner or later, unless you have genuine love for the person, it's going to wear out. It's going to die off. But they just, didn't give them certain preferential things that they should have had as celebrities. So when you look at that, you won't be able to maintain that relationship with that clientele of people or broadcasters. Most
Yeah.
celebrities are terrified of this motherfucker now.
Oh yeah. Like T.S. Madison says she would never. It's so messy because the amount of doxing and nasty stuff that goes on.
Madison was gonna come over here, and if she called me, I called her. No, I don't know who called who, but when she and I talked, and she said, "Well, what do you think I should do, Auntie?" I said, "You got too much going on to fuck with these niggas over here." That's what I told
But you know what the problem is? Because I've had one or two celebrities come over here, and they've left because they had their real world. My friend Duran Bernard, he's on BET. He's about to do the Soul Cipher for BET. He's under here under me, and then I had a few other people. But here's the issue: people are taking celebrities and bringing them on here, and not giving them the truth of how to deal with certain things when it comes to these people. They're just like, you'll make money, do this and do that, and then when celebrities see other people doing that, they get gagged because they're like, wait, this is what people are doing. Like how you said T.S. Madison. When I had my clients come over here, when they were here, they were neutralized to all of that. I said, here's the admin thing. You kick people out. They troll. They're going to try to dox. They're going to try to do all this. And I said, here's how to gear what you do towards whatever. A lot of people don't know
you.
how to do that. A lot of people
There's certain
takes.
things the celebrities should have had. Celebrities should have had the ability to turn the comments off.
Hmm.
Celebrities should have had the ability to have 24-hour concierge admin service where they could have called at any given time. Celebrities should have been able to accumulate their beans and collect their money immediately. They shouldn't have had to wait for their money all month like other people. It's just certain things that they should have had in place. Celebrities should not have been able to be banned unless it was like a three admin agreements where I'm going to ban Ray J and I'm sending it over to send it to another department. We need to make sure that we should be banning these people. They shouldn't have been banned. There's certain things they didn't take care of the celebrity clientele, so that's why they lost that. That's why those people don't want to come here. But I told Maddie, thank you. I
But a
told Maddie,
lot of the
you
celebrities
got
too, Tammy.
TV, you doing movies. These people will
Exactly.
ruin you. I said I wouldn't do it if I were you.
But also the celebrities, a lot of the celebrities that came over here are still celebrated for whatever, but they don't. There's a difference in transparency with celebrity, being a celebrity for whatever you are, and being a social media influencer. A lot of them don't have the tenacity, the quick snapback, the feedback, or the personality overall to be a celebrity. These influencers on social media, they have products and they might be there for their looks or whatever they did in a movie or show or whatever, but you put them in front of a camera and they're drier than paint. They're drier than fucking paint drying on a wall. Like it's bad. A lot of
It
these people came
is.
over. They thought that they were going to
Some
do
of them
something.
have a lot of personality and were able to maintain a room and keep people in the room talking or whatever they were doing. But I just
Hmm.
think like when they got doxxed, the person that doxed them should have been made an example of. That shit had everybody unnerved when that lady's all her personal information was sprawled out like that, and she had
Who?
back the singing girl.
Kiki Wyatt?
Oh, they doxed the fuck out of her with all her low credit score and all of that shit.
No shade though. I mean, she tried it. She was being extra racist and homophobic, blatantly. She ended up on the shade room, so they wore her ass out. So I don't feel sorry for her.
It's not that. It's not even feeling sorry for her. It's about what that represented. Hey, baby, to other people on the app, who were people of importance. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? That they look like, damn, there's nothing to be done. It's just certain things, like I said, when people are not used to dealing with celebrities, they don't know how to keep them happy. But it's just
Yeah.
certain things that should have been put in place
Mhm.
so that people would feel safe.
I agree with you. There definitely should be certain when I like I said, if I have a high client coming in with a certain amount of followers or views, I make sure I set them up for everything. So as soon as they hit that live button, here are your admin. Here's who's going to be this. Who's going to be this. You know what I'm saying? But I agree with you. They should be
They
able to
should
the
have been
comment.
able to turn the comments off. It's just certain things. If she's a singer, she don't need a bunch of comments to make her upset and call her a tranny and a baby making whore and what they called her white dog. And they said a lot of shit to that girl in that room. That when she
Yeah.
started saying stuff back, it just all came out wrong. But it came out wrong because I think
No, 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 no. That's not what happened. No, it
they were
happened. It
pushing.
started with no, no. It started with Shaky. She was drunk, Tammy,
Oh, she
and she was
stayed
on the
drunk over
live.
there.
Yeah, she was drunk. She was on the live, and then she started making coloristic comments, and then it's almost homophobic comments, and then she started to shake. Oh yeah, it was bad. And then they were like, "Excuse me," call them a dark monkey, and all of that shit. Like, oh yeah, yeah. Everybody remembers that. And Shaky was gagging, like, "Excuse me," and then that's when all the homophobic and the colorist and the you big monkey, you black. I got black kids. Blah, blah, blah. Everyone gagged because it was not given that at all, Tammy. So what you think
So
happened with
she
her is
should
not
no, no,
her.
no, no. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the doxing part. Even her part that she played, she should have been removed from the platform immediately for those types of
Yeah,
statements.
but the doxing and everything happened after all. Not saying the doxing was right. I agree with you. Doxing is nasty in general, but all of that happened after her shit. Like it was bad. They was wearing her out. Like it
Yeah.
was bad. It was on. It was on the shade room and everything. They was like, "I got my kids. You dark monkey. Fuck you. You like booty. You like butt anyway." I was. Everyone was like, "Excuse me, hey, duty." It was bad. It was
Well, I
bad. But he
didn't know
tried her.
that. I just know that, like I said,
Look at the comments. The people in the comments are like, I remember that.
yeah,
Hmm.
I remember she used to be drunk or whatever. But I know that, like, regardless to what you say to me, I'm not gonna dig up your address. I'm not gonna look into your stuff. Um, And she was wrong. Of course, she was wrong to say that. Of course, she was wrong. But it still doesn't justify giving out a woman's address who has a house full of children. Um,
Yeah,
um,
doxing wrong all over.
yeah, the
I just don't.
doxing thing is something that people think y'all think is content, but it's not content. It creates an environment where decent people won't want to come on the app.
Not the monkey noises. She did make the monkey noise. That bitch was evil. I saw that. Tim, if you saw that video, you would have probably threw up.
Well, wait a minute. What was she saying? Wait a minute.
Oh, she called him a big gorilla, a black monkey. Oh, it was bad. Oh, ooh, she's making the monkey noises. Oh my god. Fuck you. She's calling him a clown. It was bad. Like she went a baby. She was drunk too. And everyone was just like, "Is this?" It made it to fucking the shade room and everything. It was just crazy. But once stuff makes it to the shade room and much stuff, Hollywood Unlocked with Jason Lee, it's over for whoever it involves. If Jason Lee catches it and reposts it, and then it goes to the shade room, you are done. It's
So
over.
Jason caught it.
Mm-hmm. It went to Hollywood Unlocked, and then it went to the shade room too. It's all about social media. You know these platforms. If on Facebook, Instagram, Bigo, if it makes it to social media and it blows up and it's negative, you're out of here. Like Queen Op and Shell, out of here.
So they're off of the other app too.
No, they were able to come back. They were able to come back. They probably had to like write a letter or do all that shit too, or something like that. Have a conversation with them, but they're back over.
I just didn't understand why somebody wouldn't pay Queen Op. That was so stupid to me.
Do you know what happened too? It was $8,000, and as they're investigating Brandon, that is the number one case. And they reached out to Queen Op and Shaw. All Queen Op and Shaw have to do is acknowledge the fucking email that they fucking have of how Brandon didn't take their shit, and he will be out of here. That's one of the main cases they're waiting for $8,000. But them two bitches are so dumb. They sitting over there on the other side, and I'm like, number one, y'all gonna get y'all money back. Number two, it's not saying you have to come back here, but all you need to do is fucking acknowledge what they were asking you to make sure. Because Brandon's giving, oh, I don't know what they're talking about. They're lying. They're trying to do storyline me. I was like, you girls are so dumb. But yeah, it's true.
And Queen Op won't come get her $8,000.
Girl, I didn't text him and everything, girl. And it said red too. I said, okay. And I called, left a voice message. I said, okay. I said, these bitches don't want their money back. They don't give a fuck. They stupid. So I said, at this point, there's nothing I can do for them. Remember, they were under me. Shaw was under me. And everything was fine.
But what did they do to get out of here again?
Well, the way she kicked and screamed for that AK, right? Um, oh girl, it was bad. They were beating each other, and then it made it to the shade room in World Star, and then the celebrities were commenting on it. That's what made it bad. It wasn't what they did. They were doing what they had been doing, but when you make it to those things and then you have celebrities reposting you beating each other up on Bigo and commenting on it, Cardi B, all these people, I forgot who else it was. Caesar, whatever her name is, was like, "This is disgusting. This is horrible. Like that, this app is even allowing these people." Honey, they got them out of here. Like, I think they chopped them so bad, girl. You ever got like banned from a game? You ever got like triple banned? Like you know when you get banned, be going and like the screen flashes like pew 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 pew. Like that's what it. Like they got quadruple pew pew. Like up and out of here, girl.
Now, who's the naked girl saying, ban me, ban me?
Oh, she was in Brenda's agency and she wanted to be out, so she came buck naked and was like, titties and everything, girl. That's how bad she wanted to get out. I was like, girl, why don't you just log off the app? Damn, girl.
Wait a minute, she wanted to get out of his agency that bad?
Yes. It's bad, girl. It's bad, Tammy. That's why he's being investigated the most. It's bad. They have so many fucking cases, but what's mixed with it, what's making it worse is they have plenty of evidence, but what makes it diluted is you have a whole bunch of people who are looking for clout and storylines. So they have people who come and they're a host for 2 or 3 weeks and they're like, I want to get out now because he's girl, you didn't even make a tear. Why are you sending shit in the feedback to have them look about this man? Like, and then he can sit up there and be like, they just trying to make me play with me. I'm a victim. They just trying to put me in a box. I don't take from nobody. Well, he's been MIA and quiet because he has to pay back Bag Life for Ashley shit, and he's not even making 5K a month.
He just said online that he made 70 something this month, highest paid agency on Bigo. He was just saying that the other day, and I heard it. I said, wow, he must be back making money.
Tammy.
Enlighten me.
Tammy, if you want to believe that, then you go ahead. You a grown woman of a certain
I don't
stature. I don't know if
believe
you
it. I
got.
was waiting for you to say your shady shit.
Oh, I was gonna say, did you get in a car accident? Did you got brain damage? I
You
don't know
know
what the
why I
fuck
don't
happened.
believe it? I'm being honest. Because once you burn so many people, I will be reluctant to fuck with him. And even his recruiters, you can be talking to somebody, they come right in and be disrespectful, and then the other people will start saying bad things about you in the comments. It's just unethical and it's disgusting business practice.
Well, there was one girl. She just got on the app, and they had her drop her badge. We had her drop her badge from that family immediately because she's a nice girl. She was already having suicidal thoughts and stuff because of how bad they were trying to troll her. But I had to give her the 1-2. I said, "Girl, you were with the one. Yes, you were with the messiest, lowest family on this app with people who are disgusting, and that's what it gives. So now you learn. So now get away." She dropped that badge so goddamn quick. It's Keys to the Streets, Dr. CC Love. Stay far away from them.
So wait a minute. When you say you think they're the lowest, what do you think? Like what? I don't know. I just know that people sit up and say all kind of shit on here. Some of the shit that y'all say, y'all know this shit ain't true. Y'all just be lying on folk.
I mean, it's blatantly obvious. Listen, I mean, if some of these people are dumb, Tammy, you get on this app and you see blatantly how messy motherfuckers are in front of your face, and you be like, "Oh, what do you mean? I don't know, girl." Bye. You deserve you. If you that stupid, you're perfect for them.
No, and some of them is so funny. Like they don't have an opinion of their own. They like look for validation to have an opinion, or look for somebody to have an opinion so that they can
Well, I
share
think they
that
do
opinion.
that. I
Fuck.
think they do that in. I think they do that in Keith's group all the time.
Well, most people don't want to oppose their leader.
I invite my people to oppose me.
But they're scared to do that sometimes because they don't want to oppose you.
Not at all. I had 4 or 5 people come up today and talk about whatever. When I'm talking about a subject, if they ever say, "Robert, you are too far," or "I don't like that," or "it makes me upset," I invite them to, and I have conversations because that's what you do with people when you're having a debate. That's what you're supposed to do. If you're in someone's live and you feel uncomfortable to speak with them about something you don't agree with that they're doing, you should not be friends with them. I would never want to be making my friends to the point where they feel like they can't speak with me. And I would never want to be in a broadcaster's room where I can't feel like I can't speak up. I should never feel suffocated. That's not a I just but these people are comfortable
I think
with being
people speak
minions.
up, but I think it's a certain amount of people that as a leader, you can't dictate or control how people choose to worship you or follow you.
Absolutely. But
And
you can
some of
choose
it to
to
you even becomes sickening at times.
yeah, well I always tell my people stand up, have a brain and a mind of your own. If there's something I'm saying and it hits you and you don't agree with it because it's personal towards you, that's okay to leave. What happened?
Your bean Julie helped me a lot. Thank you.
Are you just noticing that?
Yeah, I don't be looking at that number. I just be having a conversation. So you don't
Gracias.
think people do that with you as well, though?
What, are afraid?
No, not that they're afraid, but they don't want to go against you.
Absolutely. But the difference between me and people is I don't make people feel that way. If you're standing in front of someone that you are uneasy about and they say, "Hey, Tammy, I know I just said all of this, but what do you think about that? Do you not like that or do you like that?" That gives you a little bit more ease to say, "Well, I have to be honest with you, I didn't." And that's a start. It's more than nothing, but a lot of people don't do that. I have a fierce mouth, but you should never feel uncomfortable enough to disagree with something. I encourage my people to. That's why I have so much success, Tammy, on this app. Because a lot of people are afraid to speak up. They feel like they're being choked and they feel like they're going to have FOMO, fear of missing out. So they're okay with being dictated. They're okay with being disrespected.
So you don't think the fact that you're on OnlyFans don't help you?
God damn it.
Fly guy, I'm great. How are you? No, I just feel that, like I said, I think that leaders can't control how people follow them. You just can't. Some people can't believe people follow them that way. Some people start to feel a pressure with everybody waiting to hear what you have to say. That's a lot of pressure on a person. Cause you be like, what if I get in here and say some wrong shit? Y'all go find some help other. People tend to sometimes, even preachers go through it, where people will start to follow them too closely, or worship them or idolize them in a way that's uncomfortable for them. You know? Even little lowly me have had to tell people, no, I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. Oh, I think no, you thinking wrong, bitch. I make all kind of mistakes. You catch me on the wrong day, I be up in here cussing like a motherfucker. So I thought more of you. Don't think more of me, bitch. Think less. That way I won't disappoint you. Cause I'm human and I fuck up and I make mistakes. But I don't want a bunch of people waiting on my fucking last word and hope my word has to be, I don't want that feeling either, because that's a lot of pressure on a person, because a person is entitled. Maybe that was a harsh, right? No, you ain't harsh. Sign in my choir, period. Maybe that makes the person feel under pressure as well, because they might want to come and be vulnerable and have a easy way to go, or have conversations that are uncomfortable for some. But some of y'all can't do that because you're in a position where you have to be perfect. No, you don't care when you be harsh. That shit don't bother you. Um, I think it's a lot of pressure that somebody's under to always have to deliver the verdict so that people can know how to move. That's a lot of pressure for anybody to be under. I'm sorry. You know? I think it's a lot to for anybody to have to deal with, you know? Zeus, thank you for the good white woman beans, you know? It would be nice for people to just think independently and think for themselves and come to their own conclusions about things, but to not deny yourself the truth, you know? Some of y'all don't have the truth because y'all sit and listen to people for hours that don't tell the truth. And then next thing you know, you somewhere all upset and in your feelings and everybody lying. Yeah, yeah. You can find the truth in a bar from a drunk person. The truth is not always going to church every Sunday and getting the truth, you know? Because certain Christian teachings, I believe in God, but some of that shit is to breed a docile, sweet, humble, lowly ass slave that'll do whatever the fuck white people wanted them to do. So some of that shit is just, it's just not good for you. I just think it's a lot of pressure on people to have to think for y'all. What do I think about religion and LGBT? Well, I'm a lesbian who happens to be a Christian. And I think both can work together very harmoniously and very well if you don't be extreme in either. Just float somewhere safely in the middle, love the Lord, be a decent person. I don't think God is as petty as we want them to be. You kicked out. No, she was really asking a question, Ramon. You could kick her, though. It's cool. That's your business. But I'm saying she was really asking a question. Because a lot of people don't believe that LGBT people are going to heaven. Well, if we ain't going, y'all lying ass ain't going either. I'm not trying to burn. He said lesbian heaven. Who gives a shit, Lamont? I don't give a fuck. Yeah. I just don't think God is as petty as people want him to be. You better have a nasty discharge, bitch. I just think these people, it just takes a lot out of you. Robert is sick. And if y'all go in that Discord, y'all gonna need fucking counseling. I'm not going in there again until I get nosy and it get good in my spirit where I need to try to peek, and then I'm gonna leave again like I was never there. You know, I'm in and out of that shit like a rehab. You know how a crackhead go to rehab and come back and smoke crack and then go back to rehab? That's how I am with the Discord. And this is the only Discord that I'm in. Except for the Powerhouse Discord, which is the most boring Discord. All they do is talk about dragons and PKs. They don't talk about shit else. No pictures, no people, no happy, nothing. You got to pay to get in there. But I tell you one thing, you got to pay to get in there and pay for some extra sessions with your fucking therapist, because a lot of that shit ain't healthy to see. I know people on, you could get in there fancy. It's funny. Y'all will like it because y'all messy bitches. Y'all gonna be in there like, you see so-and-so's dick? I know it was a boy in there. His ass was open like a mop bucket. Just open. I said, whose ass is this? And what kind of fucking you been doing that you ain't got no grippers in your ass? Your ass just wide open, just wide, like somebody could pitch nickels and dimes and basketballs through it. It's just, I just can't believe that. You ain't got to be messy to look. That's nosy. See, messy is different from nosy. See, I'll look at some shit, but I ain't gonna say nothing. I'll be like, ooh. Even though people were saying, Tammy's in my Discord, you's a lying ass bitch. I had a Discord for my agency and I got rid of that shit because it's just too much to learn, too much to do, too much to figure out. I said, oh no. And I had a new operating system at work I was learning. I was just going through so much at the same time that I said, you know what? I'm going to minimize the stress. Yeah, you can watch and don't say nothing. I don't say nothing in there. I'm scared to death to say something. And every time I go, I think I crossed my fingers that all 3 times I went, hoping that I wasn't in there or something. I said, y'all motherfuckers is awful. Hey, little T. Hold on. You know who does the best lives during the day? And that is No Shade. Oh, Nunu's on. I like Nunu. Even though I was laughing at that song that day, I was drinking that wine and somewhere have the nerve to be singing it looking fucking crazy on YouTube. I was like, you see how the devil will make an ass out of you if you ain't watching yourself?